right, family, what's going on? What is going on? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes how the program gets, like the last day of last week, we was turned, ready to go, get up out of here. Music was jamming out today. They wanna, it's almost like correctional facilities, jail, prisons, detention centers. Um, it's almost like correctional facilities, like how the correctional facility, how they do it, how they facilitate that. They throw the inmates privileges, and the inmates think that the privileges are obligations, and then they take away the privileges. So in the same way, I've noticed that from job to job to job. But I mean, it's not bothering me now. I'm cool. I done got kind of immune to it. But it's just funny how they still try to do that privilege system on you to where it'll trick your mind to make you think it's an obligation or you feel some type of way when they take it. So it's just like when they go above and beyond at your jobs, when they doing things that normal jobs don't do and stuff like that, play music, let you do this, let you do that. They do that for a specific reason so you can let your guard down and be comfortable and so that they can strip that away from you. So the same thing here at this job, like they'll play the Latino music, we be vibing in there, and then there'll be days where they won't play the Latino music, and I feel like a lot of hostile energy. You know what I'm saying? People like, I know it's a tight space, so people gonna rub up against you, bump up against you. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody dap up, pat each other on the back. That's cool. People throw little doughs and stuff. I get hit with the doughs. I'm not tripping. It's not like it doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But when it comes to like aggressively like grabbing stuff, mugging me, you know what I'm saying, all behind me like a gang member with your feet posture, looking like you just about to just, you know what I mean, knock my lights out. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the energy around. I read the room, so it's like even the women, they all just postured up like, yeah, well, like we like, all right, green light, boom. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about me doing nothing like that, popping it off. Of course, when it's just you by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Even when the managers is in on it, so it's like, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? The only thing that you can do is protect yourself. You can't initiate nothing, but if a person does get too close, you know what I'm saying? Like you working. So if you throw an accidental bow or accidental arm may hit them, they too doggone close. And that'd be the same thing with me. If I'm too boop, I get hit. I'm too doggone close. You know what I'm saying? So it just gotta be like that. You know what I mean? Like I said in all my videos, I am not a tough guy. I do not try to play a tough guy and anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But every day people show their hands. Every day, every day, every day. But it's all cool because I know that how this is ran. You know what I'm saying? This is deeper than just some regular gang stuff. This goes into them secret societies. Like it goes into the favor for a favor thing, the pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? But that's supposed to be for people that's in those lodge meetings, that's in those fraternities and stuff like that. They do the favor for the favor. And what do I mean by favor for a favor? So in these brotherhoods, sisterhoods, in these secret societies, once you get in it, like everything that's yours is theirs, and everything that's like theirs is kind of yours in a way. It could be houses, it could be cars, it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? So the thing, the gamble of the game, depending on your rank, depending on your degree and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? If you need a favor, like let's say if, like one of the Mason's sons got locked up or something like that, and he needed a favor, so he'll go to somebody higher degree to get that favor. And of course, the judges, all of them are in on it. Boom. But guess what? The dad has to pay back. If the son gets free from jail, the dad has to pay back. So who knows what the dad has to go through? Let's say they do that for his son, and then boom, they run a train on his wife. Like people may think that's funny, but that's like stuff that really, go on. Like, what I mean? Be careful. Like it's a penalty cost for this favor for a favor and dues to be paid. So, you know what I mean? They go in these little lodges and stuff like that. They gotta do their tithes and offerings. Like our churches, they gotta pay. They gotta what's theirs, mi casa su casa. You know what I'm saying? The brotherhood, they put their brothers, they put their sisters before anything. You know what I'm saying? And TIs, they treat TIs like we're part of their sisterhood or their brotherhood. Like blackballed Freemasons that's been blackballed, that's been, you know what I mean? Like say if a Freemason doesn't pay his dues or is not up for the due or it's not, you know what I mean? They get treated very harshly. If not killed, they get treated very harshly, almost just like TIs in this gang stalking program. So the thing that I missed, the part that I missed is the whole initiation part. Because one thing about it, I don't even remember ever being initiated or pledging any type of oath, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. So I don't feel like they look at me like it's an obligation. Like there's, we allowed you to live. We didn't take your life. We allowed you to live. We allowed you to travel and stuff like that. And now you're doing good for yourself. So you owe us. That's the energy I get. It's like you owe us for the hell we took you through, the harassment we took you through. You owe us. You know what I'm saying? At any given time, I could have just crashed out and that would have been the it. You know what I mean? I owe God. I thank God. God has pushed me. It's no sisterhood. It's no brotherhood. It's no fraternity. It's no organization like that. I just literally thank God. God has got me here, pushed me here, got me this far, and I'm thankful for it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to dues, it'll be a duty for God. You know what I'm saying? For Christ. That's the servitude that we need to be paying our dues to in favor for a favor. It shouldn't be no servitude where, yes sir, where you gotta go out your character to satisfy the next person because they think they done you a favor. They think they done you a favor. You know what I'm saying? However the situation played out, however things played out with most TIs, you know what I'm saying? It's usually through this favor for a favor system and this Freemasonic, these people that really fraternities or whatever that think they really have control. It's probably someone in your family. You know what I mean? But the TIs, like, we're not part of that brotherhood or sisterhood. But they could very well be like, okay, well, since we done that favor for you, we want somebody in your family. You know what I'm saying? We want to sacrifice. We want somebody in your family. Hey, ain't no telling when it comes to these favors. Ain't no telling how dark it can get to the degree of what the person in your family has done, and you probably got free picked. And because of our empathy, because of what type of person we are, probably got free picked. And that's how some people got in this program. Or some people offended someone, you know what I'm saying? And I guess they look at it since they didn't take our life or whatever, it's like we owe them because they didn't. This is how sinister this thing is. It's like we owe them our life or something because they didn't take our life. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like God is the overseer over all that. But if you get fooled, if you get manipulated, if you allow these people to really get into your psyche to make you think that, you know what I'm saying? To really make you think that you owe them for your life, if you allow them to get to your psyche, and because this is how that V2K stuff works. You know what I'm saying? I don't get V2K no more. I haven't got V2K ever since I've been sober. So I think that kind of ties into with the drugs or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that had V2K experiences weren't on drugs. So I don't know. But they probably get all in the target's head and stuff like that and tell them what they have to do in order for them to get liberated or, you know what I'm saying, for the due to get paid. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Like they throw subliminals with me with the Mountain Dew, like due, pay your due. You know what I mean? Servitude, service. You know what I'm saying? And it all ties back into the little favor for a favor system. You know what I'm saying? Let's say a Mason get in trouble with the law or whatever, and there's police officers that's part of the fraternity too. He thought that hand signal, oh, they recognize each other as brothers, they let him go. But guess what? He has to attend that lodge meeting. And you know what I'm saying? He has to pay up for being able to get, like, they don't just get diplomatic immunity. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Is that you scratch my hand, I scratch your hand. That's how that works. You know what I'm saying? So, and it usually end up being they have to do some probably that they don't want to do. You know what I mean? So these people are used to it. And it's not just these people, it's these people's family members, it's people that's affiliated, all type of stuff like that. That's how these people are able to use other people's houses, to get people to move out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? When I remember when I was going through my homeless phase and I was walking from town to town and it looked like everybody was leaving the town and it was only a few cars going in town, but it was like major traffic flowing on the interstate out of town. And it was just wow to see how much control this governmental secret organization has. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of power in this thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But there's more power with God. You get what I mean? And these people have, done favors, and they want you to be the one to have to pay it back. And it's them that they have to pay it back. You know what I'm saying? It's not you that have to pay it back. It's the people that got the favor has to pay it back. You had nothing to do with it. You was completely oblivious to what was going on. You had to learn breadcrumb by breadcrumb. You had to put the pieces of the puzzle together. You know what I'm saying? These people, when they be behind the wall in these meetings and stuff like that, is what these people discuss. This is what these people do. And what makes them so powerful is just like some of the brothers are in powerful positions. These people are in law enforcement. These people are in government agencies. These people are in the courtroom. These people are in gangs. These people are in your local workforce. These people are everywhere. They're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? In the military, they're everywhere. You get what I mean? And they truly believe in, they'll do anything for their brother. They'll do anything for their sister. They truly believe in that. You know what I'm saying? They'll even give their own bodies up as a living sacrifice for the cause. They truly believe in that. They get rewarded. It's a favor for a favor system. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I stay out of that. But I just see it's like they really kind of be wanting something out of me. But I'm not going for it. Not me. You know what I mean? I know they be throwing subliminals like I'm just soft or I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like they think I'm a punk or something like that. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but them words or them subliminals and indirects ain't gonna hurt me. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta know your worth. You gotta let people play it out until they really think that they can, you know what I mean, that opening shot where it's evidence enough where, they clearly seen that somebody's went out of character. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, hey, what do you expect me to do? You get what I'm saying? But sometimes you just gotta get slick with it. When they get slick with it, not saying tit for tat, anything like that, but when they get all super close and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm working and stuff like that, and I'm slinging my arm, hey, it might be an accidental blow. You know what I mean? Same thing would come to me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's just like you just want to work. You want to do what you do. You respect these people's brotherhood, sisterhood, even though it sucks that you're being treated like this. You know what I mean? To this certain type of magnitude. it sucks. And these people really play off your top. They really play off your psychology. You know what I'm saying? They play you like a fool. One day the music playing, everybody playing cool and smooth, but when it's time for them to get in character, they get in character. And then it's all like mean mugs and all like, you know what I mean? Just playing you from there. So it's just like you have to adapt. You can't get into your emotions. You have to adapt. You have to find what you can work. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the thing that they gonna do. And then when they see you all fired up and stuff like that, they know you ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you wise. Well, they know I ain't gonna do nothing. They know I'm wise, so they know I ain't gonna do nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like a little slick, but nothing too crazy out in the open. You know what I'm saying? They know that. So they'll send somebody to fake kick it with me. You all right? You cool? All right, you good? Yeah, I'm good. All right. Okay, he's cool. You know what I mean? They do it. And the thing about it, since they probably know that the tactics haven't been working, you know what I'm saying? Just like SRBG be saying, the muscle dude, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people call him Unc or whatnot. You know what I mean? That be dropping a lot of knowledge and wisdoms in his videos. He said it, man. You know what I mean? They just be trying to irritate you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their thing. They're gonna irritate you. But it's just the thing, the creative way how you work around that. Your priorities, and just letting the people know, like, I don't owe any favors. I don't owe anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't sign up for this. You know what I mean? It's God that allowed me to make it this far. If I owe anybody anything, I owe God. You know what I'm saying? Community looking at me like I owe them. What do I owe you? For giving me a job? For allowing me to have a place to stay? This is how much control these people think they have. You know what I'm saying? What? For the police? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just wild. Like, I don't know. It's like they looking at me like I owe them or something. I haven't been initiated. I promise you. I have not been initiated. I have not taken no oath. And the Bible clearly says, you know what I mean? You shouldn't take no oath outside of the oath of serving Christ, the body of Christ. You shouldn't take no oath unless you're in a courtroom, and you're taking an oath in the court system. You know what I mean? But you have to do that. Like if you're testifying or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? That's different. But as far as like taking an oath, taking a pledge in some type of society, some type of organization, the Bible's, if you're going to follow God, pick up your Christ, you ain't supposed to be doing that. But these people, they do that and they be in these brotherhoods, but they sit there and be in these churches too. And you can't say that I ain't lying because they got Masonic churches. They got churches with Masonic signs on symbols on the church. You know what I mean? Eastern Stars all in the choir and everything like that. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to these Masons, it's about brotherhood, and Eastern Stars is about sisterhood. They put their brothers over God. They put their sisters over God. You know what I'm saying? That's just how deep it rolls. With that being said, family, I got to go ahead and go. But I just wanted to explain the favor for a favor system and the paying the dues. If you're not took no oath, you don't owe these folks anything. Remember that. Peace.